Imagine you're a sailor. You're crossing the sea. The weather is fine. Everything is going great. Then somebody points ahead and says, "We have a problem." On one side is Scylla. On the other side is Charybdis. And suddenly your day is ruined. Now Scylla was a sea monster with 6 heads, multiple rows of teeth, and an appetite that would make Cerberus uncomfortable. She lived on one side of a narrow strait, and every ship that passed risked losing sailors. On the other side of the strait was Charybdis, a giant whirlpool. Not technically a monster in the traditional sense, but honestly, that hardly matters when you're being sucked into the ocean. Several times each day, Charybdis would swallow enormous amounts of water and then spit it back out, creating a whirlpool powerful enough to destroy ships. Now imagine the ancient navigation instructions. In about 500 feet, choose your preferred sea monster. That's not helpful. Eventually, Odysseus has to sail through this passage. His options are lose a few sailors to Scylla or lose the entire ship to Charybdis. That's not a choice. That's a multiple choice question where all the answers are wrong. And that's because sometimes life is like that. Not every problem has the perfect solution. Sometimes you're choosing between bad and worse. The Greeks understood that. They just expressed it using sea monsters. So why do we have all these stories? Because monsters gave heroes the chance to prove themselves. Without monsters, heroes don't become legends. Without challenges, nobody grows. That's why one of the oldest lessons in mythology, and honestly, it's still true today, minus the giant snakes, hopefully. In conclusion, the monsters of Greek mythology were terrifying, sometimes tragic, sometimes ridiculous, often both. They represented fears, challenges, mysteries, and the dangers waiting beyond the edge of civilization. But more importantly, they gave us heroes, because every great hero needs something impossible to overcome. Until next time, if someone in Greek mythology says, "I have a great idea," start walking the opposite direction immediately. See you next time. Like and subscribe for more of this content.